Hey, David Wygant here, 10-minute daily reality check. We got the genius joining the show today. Before I introduce the genius, the question is he a madman? Is he manic? Is he just the most creative genius that we've ever met ever? Or is he just so goddamn raw and open and real that it even scares the hell out of him? John Keegan!
Yo, welcome. What an introduction. Thanks for having me. I'm glad to be here on the show, calling in from New York City. Beautiful sunny day here. The sun is really shining. It's just perfect temperatures. But I'd rather be talking to you than be outside.
You know what's cool, John?
Yeah.
That next week I'll be in New York.
Is that true? I don't know when you're coming. You keep changing the dates. When are you coming?
I'm coming in Thursday. Let's see, today's the 29th. Today's Thursday the 29th. So a week from today is what, the 6th, July 6th?
Yeah, I guess it is. So you're coming on the 6th?
I'm coming on the 6th, man.
Oh, great. All right, cool. That's easy.
Yeah, so we'll cause lots of damage. Maybe we'll do a street podcast and ask people in New York what their number one sex dream is for the summer. And get like some New Yorkers, get the people to go, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I want to go fuck the girl I see on the subway every day, man.
Oh, wow. Who's this character? Is his name Val?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah. I met a guy like that recently. Yeah. Got it.
I've met guys. So
yeah, it's too cheap to take the course, luckily,
Oh yeah, they're always too cheap.
Yeah. Talk like that.
I'll fix it myself, man.
Yeah, I'm just looking for someone to walk me around the park.
Yeah, I'll take care of this stuff myself. Well, how old are you right now? I'm 35. I haven't had a relationship in like 10 years. I'll fix it.
Yeah, you'll fix it. Yeah. Now that we talked about the price, I can figure it out on my own. It's all go. Actually, it's going good for me now. I have a girlfriend now. Shit like that happens. Oh wow, it's amazing. Okay.
It's the same people, John, that when I was in Colorado living in the 90s, I used to knock on doors. And I used to knock on people's doors who were in foreclosure, right? And I tell them I would buy their house. And they go, nah, I got it taken care of, right? And the kids would be running around in like wet diapers. There'd be like garbage piled everywhere, and I'd be like, really? You're taking care of this? I mean, you're going to lose your credit. You're going to lose your house. I'll give you some money right now. Nah, we're all good. We're good. Hey, Mom, I'm hungry. You got those coupons to Taco Bell?
Oh, my God. Wow. What a job. Sounds fun.
You know what? I want to talk about something different today. Tomorrow,
let's talk about something different.
Let's talk about today the I have it covered mentality.
No, we're going to move in a new direction is what you're saying. I have it covered. Oh, okay. Yeah, let's talk about that. I can go off on that for a while, for sure.
Tomorrow we can talk about the toxic relationship,
Okay, good. All right, let's do it.
Talk about that on the show, but what is it with these people? And we get these people all the time, and I save all my emails. I'll have somebody that will literally, remember when I emailed you in 2011? I do. In 2012? I do. In 2014?
Yeah, no, I've literally had the same guys. I had one guy call me in 2009. We talked, and I was, very inexpensive back then. And we talked, and he just couldn't swing it then. Then he called me again 2 years ago. Now he went from 38 to 42. And still, when the price came up, which was still fairly reasonable for helping a man change his life and become who he wants to be and get a relationships going in his life and build abundance and all of this, still, once again, he just couldn't swing it, couldn't do it. And some people have such, they just don't see the value. And that's why they're stuck in that place in the first place. They don't see the value in actual change or self-improvement. Or, they've never really changed in their life. So they don't believe change is possible. Or they don't have any good people around them showing transformation when transformation is possible. And it can happen very quickly in many cases, especially in this area. But it's like, it's these guys, once the word money comes up, it's like they're holding on for dear life. And this is a guy who doesn't have a girlfriend, doesn't have kids, is a grown man, has a full-time job, doesn't really do that much. What the fuck's he doing with all his money? I mean, it's so stingy about it, it's unbelievable, but they stay stuck. And I used to believe that everybody transforms. I used to believe that because, in my own life, when I was a kid, my mom was like a Jekyll and Hyde in a sense, where she was, really fun and loving and playful, but then she would get really miserable and cursing, like, you motherfuckers, you cocksuckers, and all this kind of stuff. And I was just a little kid. And I remember having this dream and I think this affected me to this day. This dream was, I was went behind the couch and I went into the light socket. It opened up the light switch, the outlet. It opened up like a sliding door, and I walked back in there. And good mom, my mom, there was like a good mom and a bad mom, and good mom was tied up in a chair, and bad mom was whipping her. And I remember I was trying to free good mom. And I know that set a tone for me in my life. So, but back to this is that my mom ended up going to therapy, and it was very painful for her. And she went for many years, and she completely transformed. She became a whole other person, a loving, beautiful, almost, saint, to be honest. She became this beautiful beam of light. And that happened by the time I was about 18. And she stuck that way all the way to the end of her life. She just kept evolving, she's becoming clearer, lighter, not heavier or darker. Cool. And so for me, I got to see someone transform. I got to see someone become who they could become and let go of all the shit that weighted them down. And that, became the theme of my life, transformation. But then I thought, oh, everybody transforms. But then what I realized is, and this is the sad thing, is a lot of people will never transform. A lot of people will just be that way their whole life. It's so hard to make change. You have to really want it. And I guess that's why the Buddhists say maybe in the next life.
John, you just figured out your whole solution, man. You know how much I listen to you and love you, all this other stuff. Do you realize, and we don't need to go in depth about this right now, because I think this is something you and I could talk about when I come to New York.
Yeah.
You just figured out the reason why you date women. It's the good mom, bad mom tied up, whipping them into shape. You see all these women, and you've done this for years and years. You see the good side and you see the bad side, and you always think the good side is going to literally whip. It's the same fucking dream and the same vision you had as a kid, and you're just playing it out over and over again. And which is so fucking fascinating is that you just answered all your questions. They can't transform until they spend the money transforming with a third party. You don't have the power to transform, and you're still this little boy that believes that you can transform because you transform people for a living. So when you date a woman, you believe you can transform her and literally show her, hey, look, asshole girl versus loving girl, get rid of the asshole girl. And it frustrates you. And you always see the beauty in who that person is. And you think maybe they'll finally see it. Maybe they'll finally wake up. Maybe they'll finally take care of it, right? And there it is. That's your whole fucking thing. We had this most incredible reveal, aha moment ever. We did it live on the Reality Check. This is what Reality Check is all about, folks.
Yeah.
This is why you go and you spend money, okay, the money that's like in your pocket that's squeaking away. Oh, I can't spend money. I know so many people who don't spend money on their health, on their wellness, on anything at all. I mean, last week I had some shit I needed to take care of and go through. I spent $700 on my coach, just things, because my life, my mental health, my physical health is all I have. And change and transformation is what I do for other people. But change and transformation for myself gives me a whole different perspective and allows me to have new relationships in my life that I've never had before. Otherwise, we get stuck on the same loop. So for all you cheapskates that are like, that's too expensive, you're not investing in yourself. You don't believe in you. You're not investing in you. You're being cheap with the one person you can't be cheap for. So go ahead. Go ahead, you fucking scared to death, I have it covered mentality victim. Go ahead, die with the money in your bank, okay? So as John said, you'll get it done in your next life when you don't even remember this life. This is the only life you got. You got one chance at life. Live it finally. You're not living it, people. You're being cheap with yourself, and it drives John and I nuts.
It's really, I'm glad we tapped into this reveal, that we did, and I'm looking forward to exploring it more. And because we're kind of on a couple of different things here, but yeah, it really is, transformation is an act of creation and self-creation, and it can be hard to even change the littlest of our habits. Waking up 5 minutes earlier can be a damn challenge. Letting go of let alone letting go of a lifetime of limiting, crippling fear beliefs, or creating new habits where you're social and connecting with people and developing healthier and better relationships. It takes real work, and the work is usually this kind of work is, and even what we just talked about it's done in the fire. It has to happen in the fire, and the emotional intensity is where it can either you can keep getting stuck, or you can finally burn up. As I once said in the New York Times, you can burn up your ego in the face of rejection. You can burn up your resistance in the face of the pain, in the face of love, in the face of whatever it is that's before you, in the face of the fear. You can burn up your resistance, become who you are. But that's real work.
Yeah, and I think people are afraid, and we're going to leave it. This is such a great short podcast because we can go deep. But the bottom line is that you got to look in the mirror and you got to take an honest inventory. I mean, we are literally almost halfway through 2017 on Saturday, July 1st, 2017. Unfortunately, is my birthday. I'm like you, John, man. I tried to just go, it's my birthday. We avoid it, right?
Yeah. I don't even know I'm having what year I was born.
Right, because every single day to us is a birthday. Every day is another chance for us to celebrate. And I think it's time you really looked at, has this year been the year that you thought it was? I guarantee the answer is no. I guarantee for most of you it's no, because you have this I have it covered mentality. It's not to be negative or anything, but I'm really pushing you into a dare. Reach out, invest in yourself. Change will only come when someone is there to push you. Take your money out of your pocket, pull it out from under the mattress, and get on some type of coaching therapy program that can take you to the next level. Anyway, John, we're going to come back tomorrow with toxic relationships. Hell yeah, man. We want those fuckers, right? Bring it on, baby. I love the toxic relationships.
Yes, so much fun ahead. It's even better than the most dramatic Oscar-winning movie.
Oh, God. Yeah, because you get to play multiple characters of yourself.
Yeah, that's true. You're the leading woman or the leading man.
No, it's almost like that movie Split with James McAvoy. You get to play 21 different characters,
Oh, that's true. Yeah, one moment you're the loving saint, the next moment you're the explosive rage monger. Yeah, great.
And then other moments you're John Wolfe. So many other ones. Or David Gantmus. I mean, there's just so many other ones that go out there. So, John, what's the tagline, man?
Well, I mean, it's an important one. It's about this whole thing that we're doing here, this adventure that we're on, where we're sharing change and transformation, and to be a better you and to be a better lover. It's about radically being awesome. It's about radically changing who you are and the parts you don't like about yourself, and becoming who you are and the person you aspire to be. So what we do here is we tell it like it is. We tell it from the heart, from the soul, and we give of ourselves. We don't play games. We don't. I don't say, "Hey, I'm the guru. Look how many TV shows I've been on. Look how many press I've been on. Look at all the people that say I'm great. Therefore, I'm great." We go in and we talk about ourselves. We talk about who we are, what's going on in our lives right now, because it's the only way we can really make change in this world, is to be raw and authentic. And that's why this podcast is radical self-help that does not suck. Come on back tomorrow and share it. Sharing is healthy, sharing is good, and sharing will set you free.